Okay. Hello, my name is Sayumi De Silva, and these are my brothers. And a little bit about myself. I'm in the 10th grade and I'm attending Jackson County Early College right now. And some of my hobbies are I like to play music. I play several instruments, and my brothers do as well. And we like playing with each other. And I also really like art. I like to draw and paint, and I also like to cook and bake, and yeah, and so my I started off interested in science when I was really little. Um, my parents and I really like to travel, so we used to go to a lot of different parks and museums, and I got to see a lot of different exhibits about animals and plants, and also outer space as well. And that's where my interest in science started. I also watched a lot of documentaries and TV shows about science when I was a child. And I was also really interested in dinosaurs as well. And so those are some of the things about me. Um, and my experience with the science and engineering fairs is really positive. I've been doing it for a long time. I started off when I was in first grade, and I did a project almost every year, and I've done a lot of different things. I started off with chemistry, doing a Kool-Aid project where I was trying to see what kind of dye is like strongest in different types of Kool-Aid. And then I moved on to biology. I used bioindicators to see what kind of how quality the streams and creeks are in our local area. And I also did a project on bacteria where I swabbed different places around our campus, Western Carolina University. And I was trying to see what kind of places had the most bacteria. And like that, I jumped back from chemistry to biology. I also did kind of engineering project and chemistry project in fourth grade, where I tried to see what kind of circuit I had would conduct the best electricity in different types of solutions. And so I also really liked the experience of regional fair because I get to use that in the future as well as right now in school. Because when it comes to presenting, I used to be really nervous, but now I am able to do that with confidence. And I'll also be able to use that in the future when I go to college. And so moving on to college, when I'm older, I want to do a degree in biology or chemistry. And from there, because of the science fairs, I want to work in research. So I want to learn more about the world, and probably in biology. So I want to work at a research institute.
Oh, hello, I'm Mihin De Silva, and I go to Coley Valley School, and right now I'm in the seventh grade. I am 12 years old. I'm turning 13 this year. And so I like to play music. I play the violin and the flute. Those are my two main instruments. And these days I get to practice a lot because we're at home. And I like to play sports too. I play basketball, soccer, tennis, and yeah, and I also love to garden and go outside. I love being outside, like being with the nature, listening to the animals, just laying down and feeling it for a little while. And so why I got interested in science. So my father pushed me a lot in science. And so eventually I started loving it too. And so in third grade, I did a math fair project, and I was looking at barcodes, seeing how different brands had the same numbers in certain areas in the barcode. And so, and then in fourth grade, I went into chemistry, and I used a pH probe, and I checked the acidity levels of certain drinks like sodas and tea, and showed people what not to drink and what to drink because some are acidic and it's not good for heartburn. And then in fifth grade, we went to Sri Lanka and I had to do a project there. And so I checked the air pollution by using filter papers, which absorb the dust spores in the area. And so then I put the filter paper into water and checked the turbidity before and after I added the filter paper. And I also checked the acidity for that too, see if it was acidic. And so in sixth grade, I did the same thing. I did the same thing in 6th grade, but this time I used sponges, and I also checked the dirt. I checked how acidic that was
in our local area.
Yeah. And I also checked the acidity of the rain and a little bit of the turbidity. And when I grow up, I want to go into computer sciences.
Hi, my name is Senith De Silva, and my favorite hobbies are tennis, dancing, art, sometimes baking. I bake sometimes, and
Singing.
Music. My favorite sport is tennis, cause you get to hit the ball and it's really fun.
What's your favorite instrument?
My favorite instrument is the drums, cause I like to keep the beat of stuff, and I like drawing because it's really fun and makes me calm down. And why I got into science? I got into science because my sister and brother are doing it. Since my sister and brother are doing, maybe I could do it too. And then what I want to do when I'm older is that I want to maybe find the pH of Indian rocks and check the pH of our rocks and see which ones has more acidity or less acidity.
You also want to go to Mars too, right?
Yeah, I want to like really old.
And you want to look at the Mars rocks and the Earth rocks, right?
Yeah.
Compare them.
Yeah. I think that this is just a suggestion, of course, but I think that you guys should try to be curious about our world and try to ask questions all the time, especially about science. And if you see something, try to figure out how to improve it or change it, and always try to focus on something and, try to make it your goal and be able to follow through and do that, like the experiments.
Yeah, and I say if you have a question to ask, go learn about it. You can test it yourself, and you can use the computer, because we're lucky these days. Not many people have the computers, the resources to learn, but we do, and we're lucky, and we should take advantage of that, and we should use the computer, learn about everything we can, take in the knowledge.
What I would say to you guys is that you should be courageous, be brave, think about stuff that you can do, like maybe like what I want to do, like go on Mars maybe, and then you can maybe check stuff and see what they look like
Test things.